In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on October 23, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Lions versus Dallas Cowboys. There could be many happy returns when the Cowboys play their first game in 3 weeks, welcoming in the Detroit Lions. It's the first of 2 straight home games for the Cowboys before they hit their bye week. They saw a 4-game win streak snapped by Philadelphia last week, 26-17. The loss also broke a 4-game run of wins against the spread, this one missing by 2.5 when they were getting in a half on the road. Detroit is returning from their bye week after losing 29-0 to the Patriots in Week 5. It was the Lions' 3rd straight loss and 2nd against the spread. The Lions are 5-0 against the spread versus a team with a winning record, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 in Week 7. Detroit is 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 versus the NFC. Meanwhile, the Cowboys are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 on turf and 10-1 against the spread versus a team with a losing record. Dallas is 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 in October. The trend that stands out the most above is Dallas being 10-1 against the spread against teams with losing records. Their defense should slow down a strong Lions attack. The Detroit Lions fit that bill to a T, and that defense is ripe for the picking. Ezekiel Elliott has increased his rushing yards over the last 3 weeks and is facing the worst run defense, so I can see him notching his first 100-yard game in this one. That will help Prescott ease back into things and find that rhythm with his receivers. The Cowboys need a bounce-back game after their loss to the undefeated Eagles, though. Dallas notched 315 total yards with 21 first downs and 4.9 yards per play in the loss, but also had 3 picks, 10 penalties, and a sketchy 4-of-1-0 run on 3rd down tries. That said, the Cowboys should match up better in this one. As for Detroit, the week off should do the team some good. The team still has trouble on both sides of the ball. However, Detroit had 312 total yards with 17 first downs and a 4-of-1-8 rate on 3rd and 4th down tries in their latest game. I don't see the numbers getting much better here if Dallas is on point at home. This one is shaping up to be a nice home win for the boys. So the Dallas Cowboys to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Dallas will be getting Dak Prescott back in this game, but Cooper Rush played pretty well given the circumstances over the last few weeks. Detroit is coming off of a bye week, but New England blew them out before that. Detroit should get some players back from injury, but it won't help their really bad defense. With the worst defense in the NFL, it's no wonder that Lions games go past the total the majority of the time. 4 of their 5 have hit over thus far, the only one not to being their last game in which they were shut out. The Cowboys should be able to put up some big points in Dak's return. Same for Detroit with their returns noted above. Weather won't be a factor on either offense, so expect the scoreboard to see plenty of action. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Green Bay Packers versus Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders play host to the Green Bay Packers on Sunday afternoon in a crucial NFC showdown from FedEx Field. Both teams come into this one having faced some struggles of late. The Packers have dropped 2 in a row. For the Commanders, a win last week helped to right the ship, but considering it was against the Bears, they still have quite a bit to prove. When these two met last season, it was smooth sailing for the Packers, as they hope to replicate that 24-10 win on the road in this one. Green Bay is 13-4 against the spread in their last 17 games on grass and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games. The under is 5-2 in Green Bay's last 7 games. Washington is 7-3-1 against the spread in their last 11 games on grass and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games. The under is 4-0 in Washington's last 4 games. The over is 4-1 in these two teams' last 5 head-to-head meetings in Washington. Will the Green Bay Packers make it 3 straight disappointing losses in a row as a big favorite as they take on the Washington Commanders in Week 7? First, they lost to the Giants in London as an 8-point favorite, and then lost at home to the Jets as favorites of more than a touchdown. Now they'll go go on the road to face a Commanders team that just lost Carson Wentz. That might be addition by subtraction at this point, and I'll gladly take the points and fade an ice-cold Packers team. Taylor Heinicke will start for Washington here, and he's proven capable of providing the offense with a spark in the past. The Packers have a target on their back, and other teams smell blood. Calling Green Bay's offense anemic would be putting it kindly, as they haven't been able to get anything going down the field without Davante Adams in the lineup. The young guys aren't quite there yet, and Alan Lazard isn't a vertical threat. With the passing game in its current state, teams have been able to key in on stopping the run, which is why Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon combined to gain only 60 yards on 19 carries last week. Washington has been a disappointment, but at least their defense has showed signs of life recently. Washington is coming off of a win, but they were lucky to get away with a win after Chicago got stopped inside the 5-yard line twice. Green Bay has lost 2 games in a row and has allowed 27 points in each of those games. Green Bay is all out of sorts right now, and Washington may be able to turn last week's win into some momentum. The Packers aren't the same team on the road that they are at Lambeau, and there's no way I could lay this many points with them on the highway right now. So the Washington Commanders to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Packers will be slightly less explosive due to some of their injuries at wide receiver, and combining that with Washington's struggles stopping the run likely means a run-heavy offense for Green Bay in his one. Their ability to move the ball and use long drives should serve to drive this score down. For Washington, a backup quarterback means some rust early, and with Green Bay's passing defense being ranked at the top of the league, the Commanders will be forced to rely on the run themselves. Additionally, the under is 4-0 for Green Bay in their last 4 games following a straight-up loss, while the under is 7-1 for Washington in their last 8 home games. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Indianapolis Colts versus Tennessee Titans. The Indianapolis Colts battle the Tennessee Titans in a divisional showdown on Sunday afternoon. The Colts rallied for a win against the Jaguars last week. The Titans beat Washington 2 weeks ago and had their bye last week. These foes met in Week 4 in a game the Titans won by a 24-17 score. The Colts are 12-5 against the spread in their last 17 road games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 versus AFC South. The Titans are 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 games in October and 5-1 against the spread in their last 7 games following a bye week. The under is 10-1 in Colts' last 11 games overall. The under is 8-3 in Titans' last 11 games overall. The Colts are 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 meetings in Tennessee and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 meetings. These AFC South rivals met just 3 weeks ago when Tennessee won 24-17 and covered a 4-point spread as a road underdog. That gave the Titans not just their 4th straight win over Indianapolis, but also the 4th straight time they had covered the spread 3 times as a road dog and once as a home favorite. Outside of that, the history between these teams doesn't reveal much of a trend, unless you want to buy into the narrative that the Titans are 1-3 against the spread at home in their last 4 against the Colts. But how much relevance do games from 2019 have with the way these teams match up today? The key to this matchup is the Colts defense versus Derrick Henry. The Titans are coming off a bye, so they are well rested. In their first meeting this year, Henry rushed for 114 yards and a touchdown, giving him his 5th 100-yard effort over their last 6 meetings. The Colts had some defensive injuries up the middle, but before you diminish Henry's efforts, understand the Titans' offensive line has also been down some key personnel they lost in the offseason. Still, Henry has managed to average 82 rushing yards and 1 touchdown per game this season. On the offensive side, the Colts need to try to carry last week's momentum into this game. The Titans' pass defense is weak, allowing 287.6 passing yards per game with 12 passing touchdowns, so Matt Ryan should be able to throw on them. It would be even better if Jonathan Taylor returns from injury, as it forces Tennessee to play the run and leave their corners in a less favorable position. But will it be enough? Tennessee is all about time of possession and ball control, something they can continue to focus on this game. So the Tennessee Titans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When these teams met last, the over-under was 43, the lowest it had been since 2019, and just the second time the under hit in their last 6 meetings. Considering each team's biggest asset is their lead running back, the low total is understandable as they jockey for position and look to control the line of scrimmage. The game plan doesn't change for Tennessee, but with Jonathan Taylor still nursing an ankle injury and the rest of the Colts' backfield remaining banged up, the Colts may opt to take it to the air a little more often and build on Matt Ryan's 389-yard, 3-touchdown performance from last week. While an attempt at exposing the Titans' weak pass coverage may suit the Colts on paper, they know their passing game is rendered ineffective if they can't run the ball at all. Taylor put in limited practices late last week and should be able to go this weekend. However, just how effective he will be against a defense that allows the fifth fewest rushing yards per game is yet to be seen. Expect these teams to focus on the Taylor versus Derrick Henry battle and keep the clock moving throughout. Hard-nosed, Smashmouth football should keep the first half score down enough to limit concern over second half passing and scoring possibilities. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.